going on? My name's Luke, and welcome to the video. A couple things going on today. First off, about to head into the gym, trying to get this pre to kick in. Tastes like battery acid. It's supposed to be fruit punch, but it's not. It's not fruit punch, man. It's acid. Learned a little bit more about mobile phone photography. Been taking raw photos and tweaking them in Lightroom. That's been pretty fun. And I'm getting pretty good at it. Making these photos pop beyond your wildest belief. Just amazing. Got that going on. About to do a back day today. So that's gonna be slick. And got a new blazer for work. Nice little blazer for free. Wear it to work now, and everyone's going, "Whoa, nice blazer, my guy." And I'm like, "Thank you." But should I talk about? I think it's important to respect people in the service industry. And I'm not just saying for myself, I'm saying for servers and everything like that, but let's go general on this. You see, we're all in a machine called society. And we're all doing our part to do our jobs, to get a little bit of money for ourselves, provide value to the world, in return, provide value to ourselves so that we can make sure that we have a house, make sure that we have food on the table. You know, it just made me think about this a lot more, is everyone in their own right is doing their thing to stay alive. Now, regardless of your respect towards that person based on where they stand in life, they're dealing with the cards that they've dealt. And you know that they could be doing a lot worse than they are, but they're doing better. If they're homeless, well, it's better than being dead. And they've probably gone through a lot of hardships to stay alive. The fact that they're alive every day, you know, that's a blessing. You know, if you're in an apartment and you're making ends meet and you're making paycheck to paycheck, you've got an apartment with maybe a dog and your girlfriend, and maybe you've got one other roommate, you know, that's a lot of work. And it's a lot of cramped space, and it's not the best conditions, but you're making it through. You could be in debt, but you have a family. You have a family, you have problems, but you have something to fight for. And you got to keep fighting every day for that. You know, all these things culminate to each person. And you can't simply go around just judging people by their occupation, although we do it. The type of job you have is the first thing you ask about anyone. What do you do for work? Oh, wow. Because most of the time we try to follow our passions. And part of who you are is what you do. You know, you could do anything in your life, especially in the United States. It's freedom of opportunity. You know, what do you want to do in life? What are you good at? And hopefully those coincide. And then, based off of that, I figure out how much value you provide to the world and how much money you make per value you provide to the world. Now, everyone can argue whether or not this position has more value than another. You know, whether you're in a high leadership role at a big company where you make $100,000 a year, some people may not value that, but they haven't worked those jobs, have they? And I bet those are some pretty hard jobs to get into. Hard to get into, hard to keep, hard to not get fired, hard to get raises, hard to stay competitive with your other coworkers. You know, you can work at McDonald's, no problem. As long as you get there on time, you'll probably get a raise before anyone else, because you're at least getting to work. You know? And that's what this world is about, leverage. It's about leverage over what you got, what you're going to get, and you know, the perception of what you're doing already. And that's the fascinating part about life. You know, you meet all kinds of people, and you try not to judge anyone by their work. quite honestly, I wouldn't even ask anyone about their work unless they offer it first, you know? And be like, what do you do? Not what do you do for work, not, oh, what's your job? What do you do to keep the food on the table? I don't know, man. I just wouldn't even ask. I just let people volunteer it. If people are passionate about something enough, they'll tell you without even asking. You know, that's a good way to tell whether or not someone is actually interested in or likes their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. You'll be talking to them and, oh, my boyfriend, this. You'll be like, oh, okay, cool. You know? And you'd be like, oh, okay. You find out they have a girlfriend or boyfriend, you probably crossed a line. You probably said something that made them go, by the way, I have a boyfriend, you know? But at the end of the day, it's okay. But you probably did say something that you shouldn't have, right? I mean, we've all been there. We've all been there and you go, oh, oops. Oh, yeah, okay. I've seen it myself. I've seen it happen to homies. I'd be talking to a girl and I'm like, yo, boyfriend. He still goes after it, and finally she says, oh yeah, and my boyfriend. Oh my gosh. There you go. And it's because people like to share the fact that they have boyfriends, girlfriends, and a job. You know, it's a social status thing, but it's also something they're proud of, something that they want to share with others. That's nice. You know, you want to be able to share your life with others. So the question is, don't do that. Don't do certain things to make people like you more. No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about fostering real passions for yourself that others will appreciate. For me, I enjoy photography. Very easily shareable on the social resume called Instagram. I post those pictures. All of the people that I know see it. They know that about me, and that's part of what I do. I take photos. It's also travel. It's also creativity. Potentially make money if I got really good. Probably not. And, you know, it's just something I like to do. The other part is I like making food. I like making jerky. I like making sweets. I like, cooking at home, meal prepping, going to the gym. And I try to post a little bit of that on my social media. Just a couple pics saying, hey, I was at the gym today. And what else? And let's see. What are my other passions? I guess really that's all my passions. Video games is small. Sorry. I guess video games is a small passion of mine, but you can't exactly lead with, I like to play video games all day. No. I don't like to play video games like that. But if I was with somebody and they were like absolutely disgusted by the fact that I played video games, I don't know if I could last that long with them. Because, you know, like, it's not a detriment to my life. It's not something that I'm constantly doing. And quite honestly, I would correlate it with watching a movie. You can play video games for 2 hours, and if you're doing a campaign or something, you're watching it like a movie, you're playing it like it's like an interactive movie, you know, depending on the game you're playing. So if someone is that angry and upset that you even mentioned playing video games, they're probably a red flag anyways. You probably shouldn't stay anywhere near that. You know, you need to have balance in life. You need to be able to balance these things out. You can't just play video games for 8 hours a day, go to work, and then do it again. No, it's having a combination of multiple things. I go to the gym. I meal prep. I like to take photography. I like to cook outside of just meal prep. I mean, actually, like making snacks and stuff, fun jerky recipes or whatever. A Ninja Creamy ice cream bowl, that's fun. You know, I like to make these YouTube videos. I guess this would be considered part of that creativity aspect. And I like EDM music. I like going to raves. I like going to festivals. I like going to the club. And I try not to be too degenerative there, so I think that's pretty good. I really just go there for the music. Loud music and dancing. I'll get up and do some karaoke right now. And I like my job. I really do. Providing value to people, helping people out, trying to be a human in a robot's world where everyone is robotic and burnt out from their job. I try to not be anywhere near that. You know, it depends on the person too. You're not going to connect with every single person you check in, but you know, you try to. I try to connect with the people I can. And I usually do pretty all right with that. You try to, you know, talk to people and really look into their soul, really. And it's a short moment, but next time they see you, they'll be grateful, you know? It's not about making everyone's day, but, you know, hopefully you can give them a good experience. And even if that's just 2 minutes of your time instead of 1 minute, I think that's worth it. Yeah, I try to look out for people, and you can definitely tell who needs the most help. You can kind of read it on people. You can kind of see who needs that extra bump today, that extra support, you know? And when it's time to give that extra support to someone, I hope that you reach out to that person and you help them out, because they're probably needing it. Whew. Man. Battery acid. Oh man, that's the other problem is with all this it doesn't matter. I'm still yawning and my eyes hurt. Like they're about to shut on me. I just can't wake up for the life of me. It won't work. I would need to take 400 milligrams of caffeine to get anything in my brain. I'm just not wired all the time. It's hit or miss. Some days I'm not. But today we're going to push through and hit some back PRs. We need to start getting back into the strictness of this gym routine. And let's see, what other passions do I want to pursue? You know, I would say that I listen to a lot of podcasts on YouTube. On my drives home, my drives to work, to wake up in the morning, and occasionally at work while I'm not too busy. Anytime I really can, I like to listen to podcasts. On top of the movies and TV shows I watch at home, you know, sometimes when I'm going to sleep or at the end of the night where I'm trying to do dishes or something, I'll throw on a podcast. And what I mean by podcast, I mean an audio YouTube video. Something that you can listen to, but you don't necessarily need to watch. That's what I mean by podcast, not some group of idiots that just decided to start talking to each other in front of a video camera for 4 hours. I mean an actual audio podcast, like anything that's in a video that you could watch with your ears only. And I like to throw those videos on all the time. Little small snippets of information. Moon or Sunny V2. It's about celebrity drama or whatever, but you know, that's a great way to keep up with the world. Make conversation with people, you know? And I try to steer out of that sometimes and actually go into nonfiction or you know, really tangible information, learning about a certain thing, psychology, finance, whatever. You know, I try to learn about these things. And, you know, I would say that's a good aspect of my life as well. And obviously you don't have time for everything in the world, but I do like to adventure. I do like to explore. I like to go around to all the parks around and take pictures. That's part of that photography. So I'm staying outside, I'm taking pictures, upload to Instagram, boom, there's the social media presence there. Everything kind of coexists. And that completeness, that the complexity of that, I think is very valuable. Having an interconnected web of hobbies that kind of work together, I think is pretty important. Obviously, you don't have to do that. You could do jujitsu and art on the side. I don't know. Whatever you want. I've thought about a lot of hobbies, and I'm definitely down to explore anything, but kind of broke. Not that I'm broke, but I definitely don't want to be burning money like every day just to do the thing I love, So I try to find cheap hobbies, like photography. I use the same phone. Well, photography isn't cheap. It costs $6,000 for the dream camera I'm looking for. But a full frame, full sensor Sony camera would be beautiful. Oh, 6K though. I don't know if I have that. And also, remember, it's not the camera, it's the cameraman or woman. And I've learned that a lot with my phone. Quite honestly, I'm kind of relying on my phone with all the auto settings so much, where I don't think I'd be very good with a normal camera that much more. The question is, can you get into tight spots and see things that others won't? And sometimes you're not going to find that where you live, Where I live, it's country. There's a couple nice trails, but at the end of the day, there's only so many sunsets on a trail or on the water or trees that you can film before it gets tasteless. You need a city with people, subjects that can, you can take their photos, their silhouettes, and put that out in the world. That's what I'm looking for next. That's my next goal. The only problem is you're not getting that with a phone. It's very difficult too. But we'll see. Oh, man. I'm going to go to the New Smyrna Beach this weekend, so that'll be fun. And hopefully I might be getting it back in time to go out up at UCF with the homie. So that might be kind of fun. And I definitely want to make use of my Sunday. We got to definitely do something on Sunday. I'm just trying to picture it first. Maybe go out somewhere, maybe go to one of these trails. Got to get my photography in, So maybe I'll go to Kissimmee during the sunset, which means I need to go somewhere during the day. I don't know. We'll see. I'll make it a point to go to the gym on Sunday, so I'll have to be out and about to do so. I like that. Let me see. But yeah, I'm getting very proficient at my job, getting pretty good at it. And, I think I've been providing more value to people more and more. And I'm pretty excited about that, Hopefully, we'll get that promotion soon. We'll see. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, I know I'm not even supposed to be a vlog channel, but there's only so many times I can tell you be happy. It doesn't really do anything. Look for what you're good at. Whatever. Sometimes maybe you just need to hear about someone else's life to get yours on track. I don't know. I started this because I was doing notes. I was writing down quotes and I was putting it in my Instagram. Motivational quotes that I came up with. That's how it all started out. And I was writing in my journal. And then I slowly started writing more and more into my journal. But I couldn't get everything out in one instance. I couldn't write down every thought that came into my head. So I started recording my voice. But it never got played to anyone. And I'll never watch it back again. Probably not. Maybe not even these videos. But maybe providing value to others with sentiment and ideas is, something that I can do. And I've always loved YouTube, and I've always found value in it. So I figure, why not find my own little niche in here? So you probably don't know me. I only have a handful of subscribers and a handful of viewers. But if you watched this far, thank you. And please, like the video and subscribe, just so I can put more of this out there. And trust me, I try not to be preachy or try to just talk about me every time I make one of these videos, but throw something in the comments, ask me a question so we can go over a topic. I'm always looking for new topics to talk about, and quite frankly, I feel like I've run out of them. And I don't want to be superficial and just start using ChatGPT to just come up with some stupid topic to talk about that I don't really know enough about. No, I want it to be genuine. A real genuine question. And, it's probably going to take 20,000 years before I get 1,000 views a video or whatever. But, for now, I'm happy with what I got. And I'm just happy that maybe if you watched this far, you got something out of this video. Maybe it helped you out with your day. And that's all that matters, right? And that's all anyone can do. But anyways, the sun's blaring in my eyes, so I hope you have a good one. I'll see you. Bye now.